One more. Good. You know what? You know what? That's why you my dog. That's why you my dog, boy. Another hit marker.
Stun incoming.
Ooh!
Semtex incoming.
Get that out the game. New maps. Tax sprint delay has been decreased, and a potential stamina bar coming to the game. We gotta talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Now I want to start out getting into the important things, because there was a lot of small fixes that they had for bugs and things like that, but I want to get into what everybody's talking about, which is obviously the decreased delay with the slide. But obviously after some feedback from the players and stuff like that, but a lot of people hated that little delay that was in between, so they said, you know what, let's just get rid of it. And that's exactly what they did. They said after player feedback that we went ahead and adjusted the slide delay that was in the game. Now, unpopular opinion, I just wanted to say that I actually didn't mind the delay that they had in the slide. I thought that's what the gear was for, where you add the certain sneakers, or you add the certain gloves, or whatever the case may be that you needed to fit your play style. The big change that I thought was also huge was that now that you win games, it will count towards your Armory Unlock. So you know how you would have to complete the daily challenges, then get wins to get bonus points to unlock the Armory Unlocks? You don't have to do that anymore. All your wins count to the Armory Unlock, no matter if you didn't complete the daily challenge. Also associated with challenges, they also fixed an issue that prevented people from progressing with the DM58 marksman rifle. I guess when people were trying to go get that priceless camo, there was some bugs or some issues that prevented them from getting that camo. And for those who are still progressing in the battle pass, they also fixed an issue where you weren't getting any battle pass XP or progression in that. They also fixed that too, so you're able to progress and get your unlocks for your battle pass rewards. They also made gameplay changes to 2 maps, which would be Underpass and Estate. With Estate, they increase brightness in low light areas for better player visibility. Now, this is something that we needed, because Estate is kind of a dark, I wouldn't say dark map. It's not necessarily dark, but there's areas where it's hard for you to see. And obviously it's with that big house and out in the field, everybody's camping, everybody's, sitting in a building or kind of in the bushes or brushed off somewhere. They fixed the player visibility for that, so I actually like that. Also in Underpass, they adjusted the spawn point that was in the parking lot. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this, but on Underpass, if you've ever played on there, played not hardcore, but domination or anything like that, you will constantly spawn in the parking lot, and man, if people were just sitting in that little building, they would just fry you every time you spawn, and it would just continually over and over just keep happening. And yeah, that was just terrible. Another adjustment that they made currently right now is to the remote turret kill streak. Now they've currently removed it for just I think it's just going to be for a little bit, just until they figure out why there's an exploit where people are becoming invisible. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I haven't necessarily seen this for myself, but this is what it's in the patch notes, so I could imagine this is probably kind of crazy, somebody going invisible after using a remote turret. Now those are some of just the key changes that were made. There's a lot more changes. I don't really want to dive into those, because there's actually more exciting news that I would rather talk about, which is also the changes that are coming in the future. Potential date to have in your head is going to be December 6th. That's just the potential date for all the new changes. I can't confirm that, but that's just, keep that date in your head and keep that in mind. Now I have 2 things that I'm excited about, and I have 1 thing that I'm very curious about. The number 1 thing I'm most excited about is they're actually gonna give the SMGs a buff. Now I'm a person who likes to use AR SMG. That is my thing. Ever since Warzone, I'm a mid-range, close to mid-range player. AR SMG is just my combo. The SMGs felt super weak. I felt like some of the pistols felt stronger than the SMGs, but they're gonna finally bring them a buff, so I'm excited to see that. Now, 1 thing I'm gonna say before I get to the next thing I'm excited about is about Prestige. Prestige is not gonna be the traditional way They're not going to bring that back. It's going to be the same as it was last year with Modern Warfare 2. So whenever you had the battle pass and you progressed and got to level 250, I forgot initially what the first level was. I'm gonna just say 250, I think is what it was. And then next battle pass, you went up to 500, 750, so on and so forth. It's gonna be exactly like how Modern Warfare 2 was. Also, bunny hopping will make some sort of a return. Now, I don't know how they're gonna implement bunny hopping because we will have a stamina bar. Now that's the one thing that I wanted to talk about that I was curious about. Now, it's not gonna be, I don't think the stamina bar is gonna be necessarily like on the player hood. I think it's gonna be an option that you can have. So maybe you go into the settings and you can turn it on. But they will bring bunny hopping back. I'm actually excited about that. Some people are up in arms about bunny hopping. Look, I'm gonna just say this, man. Bunny hopping is a skill, bro. I don't know if you've ever tried to use movement. If you're just, you know, a good player with aim and have good map awareness, some people actually have, you know, good movement. Bunny hopping is a skill, bro. I don't care what you say. To be able to jump backwards, jump sideways, to be able to jump in any direction and to still hit your target, that takes skill. Go into the fire range right now. Go in there and try to bunny hop and hit those targets. They're not even moving in the fire range. Go in there and try to hit those targets and tell me that bunny hopping is not a skill. So I'm excited to see that bunny hopping is making a return. And the next thing I'm excited about is obviously we're getting some new maps. 3 new 6v6 maps and 1 2v2 map. Now I'm excited about these 6v6 maps. I've been tired of playing these old maps, Terminal, Rust. Get them out the game. If you want to have maps that you want to might as well grind on weapons and stuff like that, you should have just brought back Shipment at that point. Because I'm really getting tired of playing Terminal and I'm really getting tired of playing Rust. If you want to bring back some old maps, how about you bring back Hijack? You know what I'm saying? That's something I would rather play than me playing Terminal over and over and over again. That's getting annoying. But I'm excited about these new maps. One map in particular that I'm very curious about is Greece, because I see the water that's in the map. I don't know if that water is going to be, you know, we're going to be able to make water plays and stuff like that, but that's one of the things that I'm excited to see. Training facility. We're in training facility. Me and the homies, we probably gonna be doing private matches, man. I ain't gonna lie. I see all the homies getting back on, and I'm excited for it. Glad they finally brought some new maps. Please bring one to war mode for me. I really want a new war mode map. I like war mode. I think it's very cool. Like, just give me another map in that. Hopefully they bring one maybe mid next season or season 2, something. Like, I would like to see that. But that wraps up my video about the changes coming to Modern Warfare 3 and the new ones that potentially are going to come in the future. And in the comments down below, please let me know what you think about the new changes. Give me your opinion on maybe the new maps, on what the weapon changes are. Are you excited to see a buff coming to the SMGs? Are you excited to see the changes that they're making as far as the new maps? What do you want to see in the battle pass next season? Just give me your thoughts. How do you feel about the slide delay? How did you feel about the game before versus now? If you haven't played it, please go play it. Go get the feel of the difference. Much love to everybody that came through and supported the video, man. We out.